Do you guys mind hairy legs and stretch marks?
Stretch marks, no.
Right,
Hairy
hairy legs, yes.
What up, y'all?
Josh and Isi here once again
With another quality video. So
Video.
as y'all can tell, we are here with some very special guests. We got Josh's older brother and his fiance, Chrissy, with us today. They're gonna be helping us do the part 2 of asking guys questions girls are afraid to answer. I asked you guys on my Instagram story a couple of days ago to send them in. Me and Chrissy did some deliberating, so we're gonna bring y'all the tea today.
Ready. I do want to mention too, this right here was not planned.
Oh yeah, they just
lagged
themselves.
That's brotherly love
They're
right
truly
there.
brothers.
That's brotherly love.
Twins.
Wait, I'm on the same page.
On the same type of time.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop into this.
But before we go ahead and get into that, there is a button down at the bottom of the screen. It looks just like this. Like that. Yeah, go ahead and tap that button. All the quality crew members know about that button. They've already hit it. So we just need you to go ahead and log on and hit that button. It costs you nothing and it's free and it helps us out. After you do that, you can watch the video if you like what you see. Obviously, quality crew is going to vouch for the fact that we're lit over here.
You already know I always say,
You already
you
know.
already feel the vibe, you already feel the energy. You might as well subscribe now.
But I'm saying a lot of people like proof in the pudding, so go ahead and watch this video. At the end of it, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then hit that bell button right next to it so you're notified every time we post, because we post very often. But other than that, y'all, we're just gonna go ahead and get to these questions. Me and my brother gonna try and give y'all the most honest answers about what guys are thinking at the time.
Keyword, try.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this.
All right. All right.
Okay.
First,
Shake it out, shake it out.
let me know when you're done.
I'm in there.
Are y'all done?
We're good. We're good.
Can guys tell when girls aren't really confident in their looks?
Can you tell?
Yeah, can you tell by how she acts, what her
I
mannerisms are?
think you can tell that with anybody.
If you start getting them questions, man, them self-conscious questions, you asking how you look like this, do you like this, do you like this, rather than feeling how, determining how you feel. So
I like where he's going with that. Instead of like
So not body language, more so if the
they're
person
asking
is
questions.
if they're looking for reaffirmation and like
constantly.
there you go.
Okay.
So like if you came out and you were just like, I'm bad, like you've done it enough times. I'm bad. Like, you don't have to tell me anything. I'm there.
Signs that you've been doing a good job as a boyfriend, though, too.
Yeah.
Very true. So I feel like, yeah, in a sense, body language with guys and girls is very similar in the sense that like you're looking down, you're kind of like not too confident.
Yeah, your shoulders are kind of
shoulder
droopy.
posture and stuff like that. You can kind of tell if a girl's not feeling herself, but at the same time, sometimes they're just shy people.
Paying attention to detail will help you determine virtually anything about somebody in life.
Yeah, I'd say best advice is just carry yourself with confidence, because confidence is visible.
Yes, definitely confident.
Yeah.
So my question is, why do y'all act nonchalant about y'all feelings?
First of all, you placing something on us.
I don't know about like present day Josh. I don't know about present day Josh and Alex, but I know
Right,
Josh I
I'm
met.
pretty open.
The Josh I met freshman year was very nonchalant, wasn't in tune or in touch with his
It's a
feelings at all.
maturity
You
thing.
definitely went through that,
Like, what
though.
do they say? There's like a science to it about like a man, something is not developing his brain
Until
until like
25 or
25,
something, yeah.
26. So it's just like, we do things that kind of like society is like deemed like this is what a man does, and we just do stuff blindly.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
You get called like at an early age because we're very immature. Guys will look at you like, oh, you expressing your feelings. Oh, don't be soft. Crying, you soft, man. We supposed to be doing hard stuff. We're supposed to be men, you know.
So blame society.
Next question.
Uh-oh.
Why don't y'all wipe after you pee?
Yes!
I got the perfect explanation. Society has geared us towards this since we were young. A urinal has no toilet paper next to it. So
Wow,
what are we
I
finna
never
do?
thought about that.
What are we finna do?
Get your shake game up.
Get your shake game up. Flat out, flat out. You're shaking. I'm saying, you're shaking more than twice. You're playing with it. It's a known rule. We just out like no guys
You
gonna
might need to
sit
get
there.
your prostate checked.
I personally want to teach our son to wipe personally.
Okay.
Yeah, I
good hygiene.
Yeah, it's just good hygiene.
at the end
I
of
just
the
feel
day-
like there's still
There's
dripping.
drip, and it goes in your drawers, and it's just It's not cute.
There's a dap that could take place if there was toilet paper present. You know, if there's toilet paper present, I will dap. I will dap. I will do the dap. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm at a urinal, I'm not finna. Again, I'm not finna. Because if I put him away, he's not coming back out. Just like that. Okay, so like, I'm not finna turn around with him out and just walk over to the nearest toilet paper or paper towel. You got me, my man?
Yeah, we don't want y'all doing that.
Can you spare a square,
I'll give
my
you
guy?
that.
Like,
I guess society really didn't set y'all up to be more hygienic, so I will give you that.
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
Okay.
I always heard though.
What?
No, never mind.
Alright, I got the next one.
Okay.
Why do guys stop doing things they used to do when they were chasing you?
It's like
Complacency is hard for, I feel like, both sides of it.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
There's some things that women gonna stop doing that that you notice them doing in the beginning, as far as like how often you see them on fleek or whatnot, and then men, their romantic ways and whatnot.
We're always on
We're gonna open up this can of worms.
That's on both sides. It's you gotta be like, that's the thing. You
It's a
gotta be
level of
real.
comfortability that we get to, and we just don't feel like we need to.
Exactly.
And it's something to fight in a relationship. Like, never get too comfortable in any situation.
Definitely never
Life
get
is
too
meant to be comfortable. If you're constantly excelling, trying to go forward, then putting yourself in uncomfortable positions, not that has too much to do with this. It's just like it's just a battle. It's just something.
It's a battle.
It's something for you to fight off.
And there's like different things that you run into. Like, I know with us personally, our channel has become like a business kind of thing. So that's kind of taken away from like, oh, there's time to do other things like be flirtatious. But
Right,
like I've
intimate moments.
I've gotten better with it because she did remind me about myself. I did get complacent and I stopped, popping out and doing the things that I did in the beginning to get her.
The smell good cologne, honey. He can only do it for Papa though. So I said,
Now
why don't you do it for
it's
me?
I be falling-
For me. So he started.
I'm saying,
I'm sorry,
but this shoe does not just fit me. This shoe fits her too.
Let's say that's already. We know this.
Because you was on point when I was chasing, and then you got comfortable, and then it was that top bun for a long time. That same top bun, but now your influencer light has shown. Her influencer light has shown, so she pops out very often now because she needs to be popping, and I appreciate
She needs to be popping.
I appreciate that, but I'm saying, with time.
No, I feel that.
So
feel that.
the advice I would say here is when your significant other comes at you about feeling like you're getting a little
Slacking
complacent,
off.
it's like, don't take that to heart. Like, take that as an area, be like, okay, let me turn it up
Yeah.
a bit. If it's like show some real, don't take that to heart. And
A real man will take
Yeah, don't
initiative.
get offended. by
Yeah,
that.
don't get offended by it.
I like that answer.
Real man's gonna take initiative.
Okay. Why do guys always ask girls what they want to eat and don't surprise us sometimes?
I'm not gonna lie, I got better. I'd always be surprised. I figured out that's
He's
a
gotten
secret to
so
a
good at it
relationship.
now.
Really? Bringing food?
Yeah, I don't never ask them. I
guess I'm
kind
not
of just
woke.
have I got a feeling for the day. I'm like, ooh, if that's another thing. When you pay attention, you just kind of know. Sometimes you do. It's not always on point, and it'd be a little bit of a a little drop off where you bring some home. It's like, I'm just not feeling that right now. You be like,
What
but
you
more
trying to
times than not, I'll be on
Oh
point.
yeah,
She's
like you brought me tacos.
You didn't have to ask or nothing. It's just the gestures, like you thought about me when you were out.
The secret is, whenever you get something, keep track of it. I got notes on my phone. She don't.
Oh God.
I keep notes in the
Why
phone
you put me on
He ready to be a husband. He ready to be a husband. Okay.
I keep little notes. I'm like, oh, she wanted this on this. That. I'm like, yeah. So I kind of, I keep track of those things.
It's news to me.
Now, see, my thing is, she doesn't normally know what she wants to eat, but she know what she don't want to eat.
Yeah.
So then I'm like,
That's
all
me.
right.
That's me all day.
So
That's
then I
what
just ask, what you trying to eat? Because like me, I'm a garbage disposal. I'll eat anything. Like we go
That's
anywhere,
how I
I'll
am.
eat.
I'll eat whatever.
So like, I feel like the preference doesn't fall in my lap because I'll eat just about anything. So I was like, oh, I'm
because
gonna
I'm a
give
little bit
you
more picky.
because you're picky. I will let you have whatever, and I will just eat along with you.
Right.
But I do want to do better about being more spontaneous with the food surprises. Although I do be treating you with the candies and snacks and stuff, which is
I'll
probably
bring a crunch bar.
I know the go-to.
Lately with your sausage, so I'm like, okay.
go-to. But like at the end of the day, in terms of meals,
Yes.
it could get iffy with the meals because
It
she could be
can.
feeling Chinese, and I bring a taco in there, and next thing you know, she's unhappy.
So literally just a couple weeks ago, you brought me tacos, and I didn't have a taste for tacos.
Oh yeah, that was shut down.
But it was just so sweet. I ate the taco.
You ate it though.
You a trooper.
Sometimes, yeah. If you got a real one,
Yeah.
I'll let you feel that way.
It was so
It was
special.
sweet, yeah.
So sweetness wins in the long run, gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thoughtfulness. It's thoughtful.
How to know if he's loyal? I think they meant to just say, how do you know if he is loyal?
And you want to know a really good trick? Take him out to dinner. Say, put your phone on the table. If he puts it face down, obviously he
seen
doesn't
that
want
before.
something to be seen. If he puts it
I
face
hear
up,
that. I hear that.
he's open about his.
I've heard that before, but I'm not even gonna lie.
Sometimes I don't think about it.
I'm a face down person just because I don't want to see stuff keep popping on my phone if I want to be more into. So I'll be like, it's not like necessarily.
I can't say you're a face down person because I see your phone and a lot of times it is up.
I was gonna say.
I be looking.
I was gonna say though, for me, sometimes I'll put it face down and not. I don't have anything. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
sometimes
hide
you
from
don't think about it.
I don't think that's the only
It's
way.
not
to
like
know.
a
But
hit on, you know?
it's something that it's like keep it
Something
back in
to keep-
mind.
yeah, definitely.
If he religious about always making sure.
Right.
Alright, look, but if he checking his phone like this, and like he picks the phone up like this, and then purposely puts it back down, then picks it back up.
Now there you go.
Yeah.
Right. If it wasn't already down,
There
and
you
it happens
go.
sometime after
And
check
he's
out
like,
the
yeah,
You gotta-
you gotta keep that.
You're gonna have to ask some questions.
Okay, what's something else? Though?
Another loyalty thing is like transparency. I feel like a good communication point in terms of like with you and me, I'm always like, hey, I'm going here. I give you my location, like you have my location on the phone, so like I really have no need to.
That's definitely a real thing. Like there's some issues with me being as transparent as I'm learning to get with her. But yeah, just like when you take time to have a conversation, even if it's at the end of the day, like a genuine conversation, it's like you find the little changes and subtle things that if there was some unfaithfulness or disloyalty going on, a discerning individual know. Like if you got a brain on you, you'll know if you paying attention.
Yeah.
But taking time to have like that conversation every day, like you'll pop out.
Seeing
to
where
you.
they're headed
and
stuff.
Like, yeah.
I think most humans are creatures of habit. So once these habits start to break and you don't know why they're breaking, like it's like
I
you pick up a
always
new
do.
job,
With
right?
exes,
Things
I always
change.
say
It adds
they
up.
have to change.
Your patterns, your habits change. Like you're not texting
It
as
becomes
often.
habits.
You
Yep.
start doing things different. You start moving different. Yeah, you can kind of tell when there's some disloyalty in the mix, just because habits. Like we're all kind of creatures of habit.
I'll give you without realizing it. Yeah.
Right. Here's a good one. Ladies sometimes say proud statements like, "Oh, my boyfriend is a doctor or a lawyer, engineer, etc." Is it the same for guys? So I guess kind of like a bragging thing. Like, do you guys have like things you like to brag about your girls? Is that even a thing for y'all in the guy community?
I say I know that women want, that sort of attention. Like, people want to be noticed for what they do. Do guys take that initiative on the usual? I'll just be transparent and admit I feel like I'm lacking in that area of being, giving my girl like that push up. Like, oh yeah, she doing this, that, and the third. Most times it's more like, yeah, I'm with my girl right now.
I think just because like I guess her success is kind of just expanded to the point like I'm like I have to explain it because whenever they're like, oh, what are you and your girl do? They're like, oh, we're YouTubers, and the next thing you know, like you're YouTubers, and I'm like, yeah, I mean she got followers, she popping, she do her hair, she do the likes. It kind of just naturally flows out when I'm talking about it. But if I'm speaking on like, all right, let me just put myself in the ain't-ish community. If y'all don't know what the ain't-ish community is, it's the dudes who really don't care about women's feelings. But like, yeah. Okay. So if I had to put myself back into the ain't-ish community, most guys are not talking about their women's accomplishments. They're just talking about like, check her out. Like, oh, just look at her surface level. Like, she's pretty, right?
Yeah.
She's cute, right? Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Kind of thing. It's not more like, oh yeah, she just got her degree in biology. She's a
Right, yeah, like turning her.
It's
up,
very
like, you
surface
got to
level,
do that.
kind of basic with most guys, which is kind of sad. I like praise.
I'm thankful for that question, cause that's an eye opener right there. It's like, yeah, you gotta get into that right there.
Yeah, like
You gotta get on.
partnership,
You gotta get on the team.
You gotta, the
Support
kingdom
team.
only goes as far as one of the components of it. So like, if she's down, then we down, because like it's just a whole us thing.
I do feel like that's definitely more women driven though. Like even if you think about moms and how they brag about their kids, women are like that. My man does this. My kid is top of her class, or
That's
like
a nature thing.
yeah,
too.
women do
Yeah,
that
it's
kind of
natural.
thing.
But okay.
But I think it's nice that men. I think it's nice to hear that you do that.
So
though.
let's take it to a philosophical level. Is that because of is that because of past trends where like the man is technically the household, so like they use the man as like the trophy of their union? Do you think that's kind of like subconscious, but not present.
Could go other way, because I mean that's where we get the term trophy wives. Like men.
Yeah, but they treat that like a shiny trophy.
But yeah, like she look good, she clean, blah blah. But it's not really about her mind or what she brings to the table.
And women, they're not like, look at my man. Obviously, they'll acknowledge it, like, oh, he's a good-looking man, but then they'll go into the detail.
Like I brag about him being a 4.0 student. I tease him about it, but it's something that's very attractive to me. Like that's not really normal. So I'm like, man, my man is 4.0. He a manager.
You know, that's also another thing. Women's attractions usually fall much deeper than surface level.
That's true.
Right, and men's usually kind of sit on the surface and gravitate.
Yeah, later on you figure out the
like,
lower level stuff, but they usually operate on the surface level frequency.
That's deep. That's interesting. Huh. I like that answer. Okay, your turn.
How often do you get insecure?
Every time I get on Instagram.
I hate.
I'm serious.
No, I'm so serious. Alright, so like I've kind of filtered out my feed to people that I aspire to be like. In terms of like fitness and health and stuff, I see them doing stuff that I can't do physically. And so it makes me feel like, well dang, what am I doing?
That is
and
how
that's technically
really
an insecurity.
It's Instagram. I was just going on Instagram yesterday. I was flipping through it, and this one boy, you know, he all cut up and so I'm like, okay, cool. Then he get to doing all these crazy flips and whatnot, and I just holding my knees like, man. Dang. I can't do all that.
You start feeling some type of way. So I guess that can be considered like, okay.
So it's insecurity more so in like what you guys are capable of doing.
Yeah, it's like displays of physicality, like whatnot.
Whereas I feel like for girls, our insecurities might be like, oh, she's really pretty.
Yeah,
or her makeup is always done.
Or her hair is
it's interesting.
I think guys even look at dudes
pattern.
and sometimes the way that they look too, but you'll probably never get that out of us. Like we're never going.
Yeah, I seen this fine.
To ourselves, just be blue. Be like,
Y'all know when another girl look good.
I'm gonna just watch dude.
Guys are very cognizant of a dude that'd be like, okay, he could probably, pull a couple girls.
Right here. Okay. He just sparks some interest around.
I know I can use him as a wingman. Like I know bro can come with me to the club and we probably there.
Not in present day time.
Not now. Oh, this when we pull up. Oh, okay, hold on. Go ahead and back on out of that. Back on out of that one.
Interesting. So those are your insecurities most of the time.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if we're getting deep, like, I always see a perfect set of teeth and I always get insecure about my teeth.
Oh, bro.
That's
So I'm working on getting mine now. I wonder if that is for everybody, if that's just like a us thing.
I don't know. I see a perfect white row of
man,
teeth.
as soon as I get that check cut, yeah, man, I'm about to, ooh.
He always talks about it, so I would definitely think that's the
But I got like, I got real health issues, you know, when it comes to like cavities and things like that, I'd be like, I just want to make sure, you know, everything's on point too. So.
And I feel like everybody kind of suffers from insecurities. It's just
something,
people who are afraid to admit it, or like people are just too insecure to admit that they have insecurities.
Right.
Like,
We all got it.
we all have room for growth, so everybody's gonna have some kind of insecurity.
Right.
And social media is like the perfect place to highlight it, because then everybody's showing their perfect self.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh, well, I'm not perfect 100% of the time, but it looks like they are, so.
Yeah, I'd be looking at pages and I'd be like, wow.
Yeah, or I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
You just feel that out, so yeah.
Interesting. Okay, do you guys mind hairy legs and stretch marks?
Stretch marks, no.
Right leg,
Hairy legs,
yes. How hairy talk. Like, you know when they get a little stubble and then y'all be tripping, but I know that sometimes you be like, my legs here, and I feel like, that's not really something. If you got hair on your legs like mine, like,
I'm never gonna get to that point.
What are we doing?
right? What's going on here?
Really going on?
Hey, that's one of them signs from the early, one of those signs, like,
You're losing yourself.
You're
You
losing
let
it.
yourself go.
They do some subconscious stuff, like start itching their leg, looking at it.
First of all, you don't even worry about that because I don't even shave.
Yeah, I know. Your legs are actually surprisingly beautifully hairless. So.
Thank you.
I just shaved the other day.
I mean, it's all good if you got a little stubble. Just go with the grain.
Right,
Don't go
right,
against the
right,
grain.
right,
Don't feel
right.
stubborn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, stretch marks, yeah.
Stretch marks. This was.
And
those
it's
battle
crazy
scars.
because I think so many girls are so self-conscious of stretch marks, but a lot of guys don't care at
Those are
all.
battle scars.
Or they think some people think it's attractive. Like
Yeah, it
that's
sort of
all
looks.
I was just
Yeah,
about to say, yeah,
it
some
look
people-
cool, honestly.
Does her past matter?
I'll go crazy.
I'm gonna say yes.
take it into consideration.
Yeah.
Yes, it matters, but to like. You can't let it define a person. Like you can't detour yourself from, you know, if there's a connection there, it's like
But they have a bad past, or you don't agree.
Right,
You're
it's
gonna
like
miss up.
you just gotta take things to account. Be like, if you know where, you know, Shorty came from, you gonna be. I mean, you just. That's
It's hard. And I was telling Chrissy, I was like, it's gonna be hard for y'all to answer because y'all luckily lucked up with girls who don't have
Right.
a
We're
Right.
literally their first girlfriend.
It's not even
so-
looked up. Like we not like. I mean, like I'm like that was never what I was.
Maybe
going for.
it was in our heads at the time, and you just passed that check mark.
It's like you know when you come across a good one, and that past plays a big role. I'll be like, oh shoot, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
out here, I'll be like, okay,
It's a bonus
it's a
factor,
drawing,
or it's like
drawing
a kind of overlooked thing.
Now,
But
would it deter you if I had a past?
I think it depends on the severity of the past.
There we go.
Because like I just know if you tell me like, yeah, I've had 5 boyfriends, cheat on all of them, I'm not getting in this. I'm definitely not being a part of this. Or like,
let's throw the question
I'm not
out there.
getting
If we
into
had to put a number on it, what is the body count cutoff, bro?
Ooh, that's a good
wow,
Body
that's
count.
an on the
What's your
spot
number,
question.
bro? What's your number,
He
bro?
said, what's your number,
I
girl?
give you mine, bro. I
wanna hear
what's
it.
that
What's
number?
your
What's that
number?
number? He's just like, nah.
Anything, hey, I'm not even gonna flex.
What?
Anything, and this is probably even too high, but like anything after like 10, I'm starting to
I felt
question
the
things like,
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
That's
I'm
a lot of energy
if
to exchange.
And 10, that's a decent amount too. That's a decent amount. I'm trying to
think
get
that y'all are
if you under the age of what though? Like if you 40 and you got, I mean like, that's a stretch
Oh,
of
yeah,
time
yeah.
though.
I hate to throw a number on it.
You just gotta.
Yeah, you just gotta take. There's a bunch of factors when it comes to including somebody's past into their present. Cause like I've known you, and you told me like
Everything.
there was
especially when we're best
if you
friends.
told me like some
Everything.
wild story that you had, and on one night you made a bad decision, I'm like, all right.
Right, a bad decision for one night, yeah, it's completely different than
Right.
that. This
It's
is
a
your
bad
routine,
lifestyle.
your life for a couple
Yeah.
of years. I think this was hard too because for me, I know I wouldn't want to really be with someone who's completely different in how they carry themselves in that department than me.
Right.
So if you were someone who had hella bodies, but I'm someone who didn't really, I don't really want to be with someone like that. I feel like maybe that's why y'all think
Right.
that. Y'all aren't guys that are wild like that with
Right.
high body count. So you're gonna expect
Right.
the same energy from your partner, and I think that's justifiable.
I think
It's
Fair.
definitely something to
Equally
take into
yoked.
consideration,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can't hold. It's definitely you can't ever hold.
Yeah,
it.
I would-
Yeah, but I don't think that takes away
Yeah.
from the actual person.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's just a
I
very
would-
interesting topic.
I really don't want to ever say hold somebody's past against them, but like again,
Does
the
it count? I guess
severity.
that was a question. Does it count? Does that matter to y'all?
If you want to be really real like dude, a real man, then yeah, like if
Your relationship
get a
starts the
relationship
day
and then
y'all
don't and then just say, look, I don't care what past because you know this starts today.
And I think a lot
But
of guys.
you know that's like
Rare.
Superman.
Yeah, that's rare.
You're like a Superman.
I do feel that some women really can change.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I agree though.
A lot of guys are gonna have like crazy past too. So to say like,
Yeah.
oh, I could be crazy,
But
and
you
then
can't. Yeah, that's not
Oh,
right. And that's what I'm
right,
saying.
yeah,
Somebody
that's
else
what
will
it
be
is.
yoked to
yeah.
So if you know your past out there, then don't go trying
Don't
to
go
dip
trying
into
to judge somebody
else's
dipping
past.
your pants talking about, oh, you did that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
If you
agree.
gonna hold somebody,
Don't
that's
do the
it.
tit
Throw
for
they
tat
past
thing.
in their face.
Yeah,
don't
don't
do
do the
that.
tit for tat.
If you're gonna do that, hold yourself to a standard.
Yep. How do you really know you're in love with a girl?
Sacrifice. A lot of guys kind of just know after a while, like they're just like, I can't see myself without it. Like most girls would love, like you guys see it earlier because you're more in tune with your emotions and feelings. I feel like innately you're just naturally more in tune with it. But as a guy goes on, like he kind of knows. It's just kind of like a known thing. But like I know when I started doing things like skipping up on friend time for you.
That's what I was just about to say too. When you notice like you'd rather go spend time with her than your friends, then
Yeah.
you know you kind of right. You sitting at that edge.
Right on the edge. Right on the edge.
The best
And then you
advice.
tiptoe off.
The best advice our mom ever gave us though about love is like this is for anyone to keep in mind is love is a choice, not a feeling. So
always.
It's a
You gonna feel things, yeah. You
not
definitely
always
gonna feel.
gonna
If you don't feel
feel
nothing, then I would say like, oh yeah, I can still love you. I'd be like, you gonna feel something, but it's still at the end of the day, it's your choice. That's why when we talk about, like knowing somebody's past and where they're going in the future and things like that.
Right.
If it's in similar, like you gonna fall in love. If it's in strive with what you're trying to
It is
do.
a choice.
I'll never forget when you told me that too.
Yeah.
Love
And
is a
it's
choice.
so true.
I choose
Over the
you.
years.
But yeah, I would say like if you're looking for a sign, because I know this is a girl asking for like maybe if she's trying to figure out if a guy
Loves her or whatever.
if a guy loves her, like honestly sacrifice and compromise. Like if he's willing to sacrifice for you, like I sacrificed a lot of personal time. I made compromises to like my behaviors. I used to have like mad temper problems and I used to punch stuff, and like when I seen that it scared her, I instantly stopped. I was like, yo, I don't want her to be scared of me. And I didn't even, like, I don't know if that actual thought process went through my head, but I know in my head I was like, I need to stop because I want to be with her.
So you work towards accommomating our feelings, how
Yeah.
we feel and stuff.
And like,
Basically, if a man starts to accommodate your feelings,
if he really
'cause that's
started to
one thing we
listen,
don't do well. If you're right,
if a man start actually
I'm
listening to
accommodating your feelings. I'm like, it's some love.
There's gotta be some love there because men don't accommodate for a lot of things, especially if they stuck in their ways. I've seen a lot of ain't-ish dudes just like not even blink
Yeah.
at a girl expressing her feelings.
Yeah.
So how did you know with me?
I just knew.
Y'all see what I did?
Trying to work on your mouths. You gotta know more than I do. I love Chrissy. That's what I do.
Dog, man, you ready for your mouths? I knew. That's it.
I just knew.
It kind of sneaks up on you. It's not like love just comes.
When in your mind you try to walk away from the situation, but you find yourself still like
still in it.
You're
That's when you just be like, what? What is going on?
Right.
Last question. Let's get into this.
Okay. Why do y'all get mad when we eat and drink your stuff? Share. LOL.
Oh, let everybody know, but it's just like, why? Like, y'all really claim or really try to, like, there's no way for you to back up, like, why you gotta. I can offer you to get you your own meal. but
Whole
like,
own
no,
meal.
I want your
It
meal.
just
Like,
tastes
I'm like,
so
no.
much better.
That I will say is that in proportion. Like I might not want a whole
Okay.
meal. I just
But
want a
hey,
sandwich.
but what if I
Yeah.
want a full meal? That's what I'm saying. But what if I want the full meal? 'Cause if I, yeah, like I know
I'm
you
about 2
want
meals to eat your head.
I'll finish off yours. I'll eat my meal and I will finish off yours if you can't eat yours. But at the end of the day, if you say you don't want nothing, I hope you mean you don't want nothing.
You have to just know that it doesn't mean
And, like,
that.
and look, I've been conditioned now. I've been conditioned.
Oh, me too, bro.
I'm telling you.
I automatically bring her half
Get more.
everything I get.
Get more.
Yes, he does.
I don't even think about it anymore. I just like if I'm getting one, I'm just gonna get two. But like I'm just gonna do it. And then like I'll be like, okay, you can have some. She might eat a couple bites or she might eat a whole one. But I know in my heart I at least still got my one.
Babe, I have to admit, there was one time though last week with that cake your mom made.
Okay.
And you was like, you ain't getting none of this cake.
And
sometimes
she
you
had a
gotta
whole
put that.
cake
I just
at the
wanted
crib,
a bite.
and
He was like-
I brought my slice home. Everyone else that ate their cake in the house, I brought my slice home.
That is.
I'm like, there's no more cake for me to get after this cake gone. So I was like,
Sometimes you gotta put that foot down.
Right,
You
it
put
was
it down.
some
I said, ooh.
You gotta put that back.
Don't it cut you off guard. You could be like, yeah. Well, let me let you eat the cake.
I do feel like me and Josh figured out some type of compromise in our relationship where he'll get the first sip or bite. But he went off on me. He went off on me.
First bite. There was one time we had a pretty big argument over this
The
though.
first sip or bite.
Pretty big
This
argument.
one, that wasn't your first. It was my cousin's wedding last year. We already had all our plates and stuff. I didn't want to get up for a second one because I wanted a portion. I didn't want a lot. Josh went to go get like a napkin. He saw me coming back, just taking a little look.
Taking a bite. I'm
He
like,
was pissed.
what?
He was pissed. He
But
said, I can't get the first bite.
Like I can't even
I'm imagining this scenario, and I kind of feel your pain. I feel like I'm being had right now.
What if?
You feel that way.
Wait for me.
I be thinking like I don't know about y'all. I'm fat, so like when I look at my plate, I go in with a plan, right? And I know what bite is gonna be the best bite. But
Josh.
look, and you got similar tastes. That's what bugged me because
There's a lot
you
of
find that
subconscious
same
analyzing going on that
We
plate.
do.
We both be looking at the same piece every time we go in, and there's like food, chicken
No. Hey,
You know the
definitely
beat.
are
it's
the
a
same
universal
way.
thing. Don't let nobody play and be like, I didn't know. I'll be like, you all know.
Oh no.
We can all see this piece. You know I wanted that.
So wait, what y'all feel about the last bite though?
I'm okay with giving
You know
her the last
he gives
bite.
me
I'm
the last
religious
bite
about
on
that. That make me feel good when I give you the last bite. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel
I'll be like,
honestly
He's
feel
been
like
really
cause-
doing that. I'm
listen,
like,
I already
oh, wow,
know, right?
okay.
Yeah, the last bite I feel like
It's
is
good
more
moderation
sentimental.
on me. It's
But
good for
that
my
first
health.
bite is something masculine about that first bite that I just need in my life. I need that. I don't know. Maybe it's like some primitive subconscious testosterone stuff or something. But I just know that the
I've never
first
heard that, but
bite.
that might be something to me
Hey,
too.
honestly-
Like,
First thing you made that
Hey, there's a weird fun fact that I know though.
What?
Dogs will respect you more if you act like you're eating their food first and then putting it down and letting them eat. Because the alpha in wolves always eats first. So I don't know. Maybe I just feel like the wolf pack leader. Alpha wolf. Maybe I just feel like the alpha wolf. But I know I gotta get that first
So I
bite.
disrespect you then.
You be
When I
disrespecting
ate
my
your first
alpha.
bite,
And I don't feel like an alpha no more. I just like
Interesting.
you might as well just eat the whole plate. You might as
Yeah,
well just
he-
take-
So we're here to share. Just
Yeah.
don't get on my plate first.
But we really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for being a part of it.
Thank you very
Be
much.
sure to give this video a thumbs up if you guys want to see them back. Although we don't be that close, but like
We'll figure
each
it
time
out.
we visit, we can have something
can
like this
figure it
happen.
out.
Y'all would like that. We have their social medias in the description box below. Definitely be sure to go check them out.
Other than that, y'all watched this whole video. I'm sure y'all was digging the vibe. Y'all was digging
I know
all
you caught the
hydration.
vibe.
I know y'all caught the vibe. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already hit it. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you ain't hit it by now, you more than likely a haters, but I'm not finna tell you about yourself. But go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't hit that thumbs up button already. And then, of course, the notification button to notify you every time we post, because we do, again, post very often. But if you don't already know, I am Hydrated Hero. She is African Beauty. Together we are Josh and EC. Now you can follow one of us. You can follow two of us. You can follow all three of us.
Oh, and plus 2 more. You gotta change it to that.
Right.
Like all 4 of us.
Follow all 4 of us.
You forgot the rest of the slang.
I did. Call me right off. Yeah. You might
Super
as well.
happy, healthy,
yeah,
hydrated.
Yeah. Y'all might as well follow all of us because we're all happy, healthy, and hydrated. Hey. But until next time, guys.
Peace, love, hair grease, and we out. Right there.
Right there. I'm looking at it.
You know you
Subscribe.
want to.
You want to click that button.
You know you
Click it.
Also, check this video out
right here.
You might as well.
That's quality.
quality.
Quality. Right
Quality
there.
content.
It's
only.
quality.
And
Of course.
you might as well be
this
right
one,
here.
You might as
Might
well
as well
do
be
this
right
one,
there.
because this one's
Yeah.
quality too. All this?
Quality.
You could get anything you want.
Quality.